This episode is sponsored by SimpliSafe, a home security system that you can customize for your needs. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. As the BCU's resident business guy, I like to make sure our assets are protected, including our studio. That's why we use SimpliSafe. It's comprehensive security for your whole home with sensors, cameras, and more. You can totally customize it to your needs and set it up in under an hour. Save 40% on your SimpliSafe security system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring and get your first month free. Visit simplisafe.com/Babish to customize yours. Welcome back to Football Fusion. This week, we're doing the San Francisco 49ers versus the Minnesota Vikings. A confoundingly good team versus a confoundingly mediocre team. Their cuisines, however, their regional cuisines are to die for. I'm really doing this TV style. That was pretty CBS right there. In Minnesota, they have a burger called the Juicy Lucy, a burger known for having cheese stuffed inside. Imagine ravioli with cheese inside, but the pasta is meat. Welcome to Minneapolis. In San Francisco, they have the Mission-style burrito. It's got beans, pico de gallo, guacamole. Imagine that all in one, you know what I mean? This is week 7. This is Niners, Vikings. This is a burrito and a burger, a juicy burger and a big burrito, slammed together into something that I'm hoping is palatable. It will at least be messy. Beans. They're good for your heart. For this dish, I'm starting by making some refried beans. You can also just go to your grocery store and buy some refried beans if you don't want to go through the trouble of, cutting an onion, smashing some garlic cloves, opening up a can of pinto beans, making a mess on your special shirt, and draining the juice from the can of beans. But this is a cooking show, so I'm making these refried beans by hand with love and care. Here I am heating up some lard in a skillet. Once all that beautiful lard melts, I'm throwing in some onions and letting it cook until it becomes translucent. Sometimes in cooking, you put a leaf in your food, not for eating, but for flavor. That's what I'm doing here with a bay leaf. Then I'm throwing in some cumin and those garlic cloves from earlier. You're probably thinking to yourself, this doesn't look like refried beans. And you're right. But how about now? All this needs now is a few ounces of a stock of your choice and a whole bunch of bean mushing. Let those beans simmer covered for about 20 minutes and then give it a little taste. My refined palate told me that this needed salt. Ah, magnifique. What burrito is complete without pico de gallo? This is another ingredient you can just go out and buy, but not me, never me. I'm chopping up 3 tomatoes and throwing them into a fine mesh sieve over a bowl. These tomatoes are wet, so I'm going to throw a few pinches of salt on them and let that juice fall into the bowl. While those tomatoes sweat, I'm chopping up a jalapeno and scraping out those spicy seeds. This goes into a bowl along with your diced onion and your dry chopped tomatoes. All this needs now is some lime juice and some finely chopped cilantro. Look at that knife work. Who do I think I am, Lynn Thompson? I'll link in the description. Once all these delicious ingredients are in a bowl, just mix them up and you've got yourself some fresh pico de gallo. And now, the last of our Mission Burrito ingredients, a guacamole. This is, of course, another ingredient you can just buy at the store. But again, I'm a chef. I make my own ingredients. I'll never buy something that I can make with my own hands. I don't know if you can tell. I certainly couldn't. Everybody else could. The avocado is very hard, not ripe at all. So we bought some guacamole from the store. Just forget all the stuff I said earlier about never buying ingredients. It's fine.
So, you've made refried beans.
Yes.
You've made pico de gallo.
Yes.
You've made guacamole, I assume.
We're gonna use store-bought.
No, the avocados are ripe, right? That's the problem?
They're so bad.
It's not avocado season now, October.
Right.
Yeah.
Who eats avocados in October? It's Halloween, they're green. Well, this is a wonderful mashing of the two culinary giants.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
First off, there's never been a Mission-style burger, much less a Mission-style Juicy Lucy.
Never.
So, we have here is the adjustable burger press. This is adjustable, and all we need to do is adjust it, but we want it as thin as humanly possible. So each one of these is going to be 2.6 ounces, and we're gonna compress each one of those in here, and then sort of sandwich them together with a sliced cheese in between, really smear down the edges so it doesn't blow out on the sides, and then fry it very carefully, and really hopefully we won't injure ourselves or others. We need a plastic wrap this guy.
Do we need to weigh this out, this stuff?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You want gloves?
Yeah.
All right. does make this look like way cooler.
Yeah.
Also, meat's gross.
Meat's gross.
So I have slightly smaller hands than you.
Yeah, I might not be able to wear these.
You don't have to.
I'm not gonna wear them.
You don't have to. Okay. Now I look like a wimp. But now I'm a litterer. Can't win. We don't need gloves. Meat's perfectly clean.
Meat.
So, roll it into a ball. Meatball, you might say.
I've heard of that, I think.
Yeah, no, it's a regional cuisine.
Meatball.
Meatball? Oh, terribly novel. See how I gave it room on that side?
I saw that. I was thinking about that. Yeah, I really was. I was thinking about that.
I believe you.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's see what happens if I do this, all right?
This is satisfying.
Yeah, that's really nice to look at, actually.
Yeah.
That looks like a McDonald's burger patty to me, and if I think we took 2 of those and smooshed them together, that would do the trick. So, looks factory fresh.
What is is that a thing?
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Factory fresh?
Factory fresh. Like maybe a car?
Yeah.
Fresh. There we go, that's the stuff. All right, I have burger hands. Here, how about you, can you cut some thin slices of cheese, as thin as possible? I almost touched that cheese that's going inside the raw beef with the raw beef hands.
What are we talking here?
Thin as you can, that's good. Yeah, right there. And we'll fry one up to see how it behaves. Okay, we can't make 20 of these and then fry them up and realize that we did it wrong. Now, can we? We could, but may we?
Yeah, may you ruin it?
I don't know, may you? So we have cheese right here, making sure that there's, a bit of gap around the outside. We don't want any of it here. I might even fold it in. So, all right, so we've got one patty on top of the other. Just, pinch down around the outside. Really make sure it's shut down. And I don't think anything's getting out of this one. I think we're safe, but we will also see. So, there's Juicy Lucy patty. All right. Let's try frying it up. All right, so I'm heating this until I see a little bit of smoke coming off. That means, so vegetable oil has a smoke point of like 425 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. So if you see a little wisp of smoke, it means that you're hitting 425 degrees, which is a really good searing temperature. Just so we get a clear read, I'm gonna plop this right down the center. Small press to make sure that it's well adhered to the cooking surface. Now, most burgers, you want to put like a divot in the center because they dome. And this one especially is going to dome, and we're not going to be able to help that because it's got cheese inside. Cheese expands, like it releases gases when it hots.
Yeah.
And this is no exception. So it's going to get pretty round, and we're just going to have to take that one on the nose. Ugh. Soap? Yeah. Anyway, now that dumb stuff's over.
Soap's gross.
Soap's gross. You ever tasted it? So I like to flip when the gray really starts climbing up the sides. You see a little bit of brown around the outside of the edges. That indicates, obviously got some browning. But the gray indicates that we're cooking up into the patty itself, and that's what we need to do with this one.
You just don't even touch it.
No. If I touched it right now, it might come off, but if you touch it too early, that's the thing with cast iron, is that it's only non-stick if you treat it right. If you use a lot of heat and fat and allow the food to stick to it and then release once a crust is formed. And then hey. Decorative. So this is for poking a little hole. Once we flipped it, we gotta poke a little vent in the top because as the cheese melts, stuff happens and it gets bigger and then it'll explode. So you poke a hole. Let's take a look. It's good.
Looking good, yeah.
Let's give her a flip. Okay. I would like more of a crust, but this is a test patty. We'll forgive ourselves, move on. I'm worried so this is why we're doing a test, because I think this is probably still gonna be like medium rare, even though it looks pretty much done.
Looks done.
Yeah, I want to give it another flip, but I feel like the cheese is all going to leak out of that, and I don't want it to. I want it to stay inside. But what's cool is we didn't have any blowouts at the top or the side, so that vent thing works.
I think that's a burger without cheese in it, if you ask me.
What is this, a burger without cheese?
What is this, a burger that doesn't have cheese stuffed inside?
A hammed burger?
I'm from Minneapolis.
Let's chop this burger open. Okay.
Okay.
Didn't get melted as much as I would want. and a little undercooked, but it still looks good.
It looks great.
But I mean, we're pretty close. That's a cheese stuffed burger right there.
Definitely.
Let me try it back. It's a burger with cheese in it. Also didn't put any salt or pepper on it.
Right. Right.
This is why we do practice runs. This one, a little wider.
Ooh, a little moundier.
Something about that.
Hey, something about it.
It's been smashed and smeared and stuffed within an inch of its life, and just like me on a Friday night. So moundy. Ooh, so
Now,
moundy. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. So now let's crank this guy back on. I'm gonna give him a little wipe, because just like me on a Friday night, he needs a little wipe. All right, let's make some content. Here's the content. This is gonna be fire.
whoa.
This is gonna be lit, AF, fire, out of bounds and off control.
Riz.
Riz. Anything else, please?
Anything else, Nico?
Fly.
What is it? It's the
That's the thing.
70s?
Yeah.
It's gonna get you bricked up.
Bricked up, I guess.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm constipated. I'm bricked up. That's what I would say if I were constipated. Oh man, I'm bricked up right now.
I'm bricked up.
Whew, I gotta see a doctor. I'm bricked up.
Oh, shit.
This pan's all bricked up. So now, the pan's bricked. Like I said, the pan's bricked up.
Yeah. Yeah, we know. Let's stack the stuff on this one. Am I right? Let's stack that stuff on this one. Where's the bun?
Isn't this your cooking show?
Sawyer wants to eat that.
You have co-opted a doing bad show into doing it right show, for sure. Which I love. This episode has more technique in it than we've ever had in any of the episodes combined.
Okay, let's go ahead and flip this before it gets.
Ooh.
That's a nice secresta. So now we're gonna salt it. Oh, I gotta poke a hole. Make a hole.
Make a hole, make a hole.
Poke. Because I don't know what's going on there, but it seems abnatural. This is a fantastic
Beautiful.
crust.
Yeah,
I'm very
it's like
happy
an
with
English
this crust.
muffin.
I had the best burger the other day. It looked just like an English muffin.
Perfect English muffin.
What happened?
Doman.
It's Doman, and there's a little cheese coming out the side, so I'm gonna move quick here.
And sour.
That was quick. Wow. Wow, you did that so fast.
Things are hot over here. Wow, you did that.
You did that so fast.
Okay.
We were saying maybe beans burger.
Oh, guac.
What's that?
This is
Little
this is crema.
creme. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a little pico, just some chunks. And last but not least,
Please.
crema.
Beautiful.
I mean,
that
that looks fantastic.
Ooh. Yeah.
Give us a
Let me squeeze
Give
one.
us a squeeze. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah? Yeah.
Let's try it. No way I'm making one. It's over. I'm done. I like this.
I like this. I want to see an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives where Guy Fieri is like, I like this.
I like this.
This is, I mean, I love it. I love a Juicy Lucy. I don't want the beans on there.
Right.
For me,
That's what I was
don't
going to
want
say. Yeah.
And kind of want to put the beans in the burger because she's sick.
Whoa. You didn't tell me
I
that.
wanted it to be rice and beans and cheese as the filling.
Whoa.
That's a good burger. I think guac, sour cream, and pico, great toppings for a burger.
I was doing like a TV bit. I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't stop doing it. Like as if I'm like, from CBS News or whatever. Andrew Ray from YouTube's Binging with Babish just showed us how to make a Juicy Lucy cheeseburger. My word.
Wow. It's so much fun out here today, Sawyer. So many people have showed up and they're just having the best time, and I love.
All right.
For real sign off.
For real. Good sign off this
Make
time.
a burger with cheese in it. put some stuff on top of it, eat it, watch football.
Cool.
Let's go game.
Let's game. Thanks again to Simply Safe for sponsoring this video. Simply Safe's combo of advanced sensors, cameras, and monitoring technologies, like the 24/7 Live Guard protection, give you peace of mind that who and what you care about most is protected. You can also use the Simply Safe app to arm or disarm your system from your phone, lock or unlock your front door, or use your cameras. Save 40% on your Simply Safe security system when you sign up for Fast Protect Monitoring. And get your first month free. Visit simplysafe.com/Babish to customize yours. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.